website implementation. It does not include the actual website implementation itself. However, one of the requirements was that each of the companies have that skill set and ability so that they would at least understand how to communicate with a future vendor should we go that route. The other one I have was from Conscom, which I missed part of their meeting, but they addressed some of this back with me. And one of the issues is, Dave, I think this is probably for you to look at how this could be accomplished, is the council routinely gets in its signature file permits for timber cutting. And it just has, it comes from the assessing department. It has a specific calculation on what the fee would be associated with however many foot. It's all formulaic. Conscom would like to have those come through the Conservation Commission for review prior to coming to the council for signature. There have been a number of instances where tree cutting has taken place on land that abuts Conservation Commission property or abuts homeowners' property, and the Conservation Commission is actually one of the first people that gets called, like, hey, they're cutting trees over here, do you know about this? There are also times when the timing of the cut could be of importance ecologically to either migratory animals, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Conscom is the body in town that would have the most ability to not have knowledge of that. And while maybe not having any specific authority to hold it up, they could at least provide the council that recommendation. They could at least also maybe contact the person wanting to do the cut to see if there's anything that might be done to mitigate any of those types of stuff. So it would be a change in the process flow.
That's not a problem.
Of how those things, and it would be greatly appreciated on their part. And that's the first time in a couple of months that I've actually had anything to report.
Mike?
I will continue with nothing to report for a couple months.
Okay. The only thing I had was what Paul had already discussed earlier for solid waste. And David, the manager's report?
Nothing at this point.
Okay.
We don't have any boards appointments?
Any appointments?
I don't think we have any of
I
those.
don't believe so. Maybe we're in good shape.
Yep. Then I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Prior to adjourning, I'd like to pass this to the Vice Chair. I'd like to give you my resignation. There's no point in me being here because you gentlemen and ladies will be making all the decisions for the next year. I really don't have anything to add that I haven't already said. I appreciate working with you, but I do not see a reason for me to even be a part of any more discussions. Good luck.
Okay, now what?
Okay, so
Now, what this effectively means, based on the charter, is that I chair it till we get a fifth person here and we decide.
Okay.
We
Right.
can't appoint anybody
Right, because it's too
because
close
we're
to
within
the
the
election.
we're within the window.
we're within the 90 days.
So we're now a 4-person council.
Do we need to accept?
Yes. I need a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Mr. Bove.
I'll second.
I mean,
Is there any discussion?
Motion made and seconded. Is there discussion?
Yeah, what happened?
I have
yeah,
no
I
idea.
mean,
You can use that as a quote.
yeah, I'm kind of in shock, and I have really no idea what caused that to transpire,
Me neither.
but
Do we need any advice from Dave? Or is he?
You just hit it where you can't appoint
can't
people
appoint
to town
anybody. We're
meetings, so
in
it
the
stays
window.
vacant until
Yeah,
it's filled by an
This is
election.
less
An
than-
Let's hope
election.
we don't have any
Right.
2-2 decisions and we have to.
Right.
Well, we
There-
don't-
Just so you know, if we have a 2-2 decision, there is a process. Is that correct, Dave? If my memory serves me correct,
State
if we
law.
have a 2-2 decision and we stay locked on something, there was some, and I'm not sure how this applies or if it applies, there was some provision for seating a former member.
Yeah, that provision comes into play, and I've got to check the statute again, when people recuse themselves and you don't have a quorum, I understand, so
Can you check
ask
that
former
for us?
councils.
Yeah, I think.
If something comes up in a 2-2, it dies.
Right.
Yeah,
Mr.
because
Tipper.
it depends on how the
Okay.
motion is.
But I'll check the parameters,
worded.
just when
I
that
think he's
particular state
right.
law comes
That's
into
the
play.
specific
Yeah,
situation.
but that's what we want to know about, is if that has any application here at all.
Yeah.
'Cause hopefully, we won't have any tutus.
Well, we're done well, the budget's all that's left, right? And I'm
There's-
pretty comfortable.
No,
Four
there's the
meetings.
K-1.
3 or 4 meetings before we have anybody sitting here again.
At least 4 meetings. 3.
Yeah.
3 plus a budget here.
Dave, do you want this for the minutes, or?
Well, we need to vote on
Let's keep it in the file. Probably keep it with the town clerk.
Let me have it with Margot.
The
She'll-
final votes
Brian?
on the warrant is now just the 4 of us?
No, we already moved
If-
everything but the
if-
budget.
No, we just
If-
moved. We didn't do our,
No, we did support.
did we? Yeah, see, Marty's votes are on some of those.
Yeah, the council has a position going into the final public hearing.
Yeah.
If you don't take a revote, then the votes you've already taken will be on the warrant as they are. If you take a revote, and whatever the revote is,
It's going to be 4-0 or 5-0 or 4-1, 3-1 or whatever. It's just be a total of 4.
I'm shocked as anybody.
Okay. Well,
We're done.
can I?
Motion.
we already have a-
Comments?
yeah.
No, we would do a, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Well, it was,
second.
we didn't vote.
Well,
We had a motion to accept and a second. We had
Okay.
some conversation.
okay, I
Is there any other discussion?
Yeah, what happened?
Don't know.
well, that's something.
No idea.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm
All
going to call for the vote on the
all
exception.
in favor of acceptance of the resignation signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. With regrets?
Regrets.
Opposed? None? Motion carries
I think there's
4-0.
really, you can do anything.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, Marty.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn.
Who's
Mike
second? Marty. Mike second.
All in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
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 Aye.